Attention Passionation Philadelphia fans, breaking news coming in. Something with huge impact is happening in the NFC East, and it could completely change the course of the game. We're talking about a direct influence on the Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. And you're hearing this here firsthand. Before we get into the details, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel and help strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's reach the goal of 3,000 subscribers together. Share this news with your friends and other Eagles fans. Now, let's get to the news. Guys, you've probably already noticed what's going on, right? The NFL never fails to deliver drama, twists, and surprises, and this offseason was no different. What's really stealing the spotlight now is the massive impact of a trade that shook the entire league. The Dallas Cowboys decided to send their defensive superstar, edge rusher Micah Parsons, to the Green Bay Packers. That's right, it sounds unbelievable, but it happened. Parsons, considered by many as the heart and cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense, will now wear green and gold in Green Bay. And this isn't just another minor move behind the scenes. It's a clear statement. In the NFL, no player is untouchable and everyone has a price. And that's exactly where things get even more intriguing, especially for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles have a certified star in A.J. Brown. What surprisingly needs to be said is that he's not going anywhere. Reports said that teams called the Eagles about Brown this offseason, but they were shut down. According to Diana Russini of The Athletic, while we talk about big-name receivers that teams might explore before the trade deadline, at the start of November, Philadelphia's A.J. Brown, who had a quiet week one, had drawn interest months ago, reported Russini. But teams that were exploring the situation during the offseason heard from Eagles GM Howie Roseman. Categorically, no way. We'll see if anything changes in the coming weeks. As we monitor again Brown's connection with Jalen Hurts, trade speculation is always interesting. But with Brown, it's simply not realistic. Every report so far indicates that Brown won't be traded. And besides, why would the reigning Super Bowl champions trade away their top receiver when there's no urgent reason to do so? Still, speculation runs wild in the NFL. For example, Tim Crean of Pro Football Sports Network projected Brown as a trade candidate, with the Houston Texans listed as a possible destination. A.J. Brown, WR, Philadelphia Eagles, said Crean, after a game with just one target, one catch, and 8 yards in the Eagles' season opener. It seems A.J. Brown may no longer be a key part of the team's plans this offseason. Despite that performance and the rumors circulating, Philadelphia is not ready to move their superstar wide out. That being said, your best receiver pouting, or worse, reading a book on the sideline is not a good look for a team or a franchise quarterback. If Brown keeps being the second, third, or even fourth option in the Eagles' offense, a trade before the deadline could happen. Possible landing spots: Houston Texans, Las Vegas Raiders. Once again though, a trade involving Brown is simply not realistic at this point. The Texans are a team that should be strong this year, but didn't get the start they wanted. Sure, Brown could help their offense, but he is essential to Philadelphia's attack. There's an opt-out after the 2026 season, but technically he's under contract until 2029 right now. The conversation can stop here. He's not going anywhere for now. And for a guy known for explosive plays and big-time performances, that opener was a red flag. But don't be fooled by that small sample size. A.J. Brown is the kind of player who can change a game in the blink of an eye, and has been a fundamental piece of the Eagles' offense since he arrived. The issue is that rumors started swirling almost immediately after that game. And it's not just fans speculating. Respected sources and insiders have reported that several teams have knocked on the Eagles' door inquiring about Brown. Diana Russini of The Athletic was one of the first to break this on September 13th. She mentioned that teams had been calling about Brown long before his disappointing Week 1 showing. That's significant because it shows just how much interest there is in a player like him. And let's be honest, we all know Brown's style. He's a receiver who loves getting the ball early and often. When he doesn't, he can get upset, even frustrated, something Eagles fans are well aware of. Now, here's the interesting part. Eagles GM Howie Roseman has been firm in saying no to trade offers so far. According to the report from Russini, Roseman told teams don't even bother, which makes sense. But let's think about this. Saying no now doesn't mean the price won't change later. Roseman is known for his patience and readiness to make moves when the price is right. And in the NFL, the value of a player like Brown can skyrocket if the right team shows up with an offer to refuse. We're talking about a team that might be willing to part with a significant asset. Maybe a top-tier wideout in return or a high draft pick, like a 2026 second-rounder. It's a steep price, but one that might be worth it for a team looking to add a proven game-changer to their offense. But here's the problem. Why would the Eagles even consider trading Brown? Well, it's not just about Week 1's performance. It's about the bigger picture. The Eagles have an incredible core. Devonta Smith is still here and has been sensational. A true WR1 in his own right. But without another elite receiver like Brown, the Eagles' offense could struggle to maintain Super Bowl dominance. Remember, the NFL is a matchup league, and having that second threat on the outside makes all the difference. Brown's presence on the field stretches defenses, opens up opportunities for the running game, and gives Jalen Hurts more options to work with. Losing him could weaken the passing attack. And in a league where every yard and every point matter, that's a risk. And folks, there's much more to this story. Brown is still in his prime at just 27 years old, and he signed a massive extension in April 2024. A 3-year, $96 million deal. That's a major commitment and shows just how much the Eagles value him.